Chavez for the post-fight show.
Thank you very much, John. You know, Antonio, we talked about this on my podcast, Free Knockdown with Steve Kim. Were the signs there in May when Canelo fought? Was the skull fight some foreshadowing? He's had nearly 70 fights. Did he finally get a little old tonight? All I know is that Terrence Crawford is something special, and he's the consummate pro in that he can overcome inactivity, and he can wear that weight well, and the moment was not too big for him.
Well, that skull fight definitely gave us an indication. I wanted to see, could Canelo get back to where he was when he fought Plant? I felt that Canelo could have beat anyone. But those last 3 outings, we had to put it under a microscope. And I said, if he didn't come out aggressive, if he allowed Terrence Crawford to get into his groove, into his rhythm, it was going to be the Matador and the Bull all night. And I think that's the style of fight that we saw. Can Canelo come back and be, the champion that he was? We don't know. I know there's still a lot of great fights out there, but this was one to remember. I'm so happy for Crawford. He did what he said he was going to do. He fought strategically all night and stayed focused. Because one relapse, he could have been knocked out easily by Canelo in his power.
Hated a masterpiece tonight, Mark.
Hey, I'll tell you what, it wasn't the skull fight. He saw something going back several fights. The audacity, the tell, was in the ask. He's been asking for this fight. Terrence Crawford has for 2 years now behind the scenes. He finally got it. He's as good as he imagined himself to be. He's as good as he believed himself to be. This was a rebuke to promoters who didn't promote him adequately, to promoters who didn't furnish him with worthy opponents. This is for guys who didn't want to fight him, for guys who doubted him. This was a very explicit rebuke across the whole distance of his career, going back to Omaha. Where are you from? Omaha? They box there? This was for everybody starting there. And he has used that chip on his shoulder. And now, this is the crowning moment. And it comes at the end. I mean, whether it's his last fight or not, he's basically 38 years old. And he has not just made boxing history, but he's defied it. He wasn't the A side, he was the B side. And you can tell by the 115-113 score. Okay? He was the older fighter. He was the naturally smaller fighter. So what he did tonight, not just making history, he defied it. And everyone talked about the